560. The Answer.
Chicken!
Over $1,300 billion.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
When I soiled my pants with Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping wasn't even in the same country, you stupid son of a dog. But Barack Obama knew exactly what he was doing.
GOP should beware because 84% of those surveyed by the Kaiser Family Foundation want Congress to keep the expanded Medicaid funding in place.
And that was 11 years ago. Think about the chaos that Barack Obama's Obamacare caused and how many illegal aliens are on it.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, have confirmed that $1 billion taxpayer dollars were given to illegal migrants via Medicaid, meaning free health care for illegals. CMS Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz said investigators found that the money was siphoned to illegal immigrants through Medicaid loopholes in Democrat-run states, saying, quote, "We've proven it beyond a shadow of a doubt."
So now the judge said she wants to see Bavino. Every day, Honey Bunny, at 6 p.m. every night? Just take a look at that judge. Take a look at this judge. She's a dog, like the usual Democrat women. I think she's got a thing for Bavino. I think this is sexual harassment. I think it should go the other way. This is clearly sexual harassment. Because I don't know if you know much about her, but woof.
Our next nominee is Sarah Lee Ellis, who's been nominated to the Chicago judgeship formerly occupied by Judge Joan Gottschall. Ms. Ellis currently works at the law firm Schiff Hardin in Chicago. She handles white-collar criminal matters, complex civil litigation, and corporate counseling. She was born in Ontario, Canada, to parents who immigrated from Jamaica. She moved to the U.S. and became a citizen at age 15. Received her undergraduate...
So go figure. She's going to fight for the illegal aliens. I don't know why when you did it legally. There are 8 pathways, 8, to come here legally, a variety of different options within those 8. And yet we pretend that there is no other option. And this is the part where they want you to stop using and suspend all reason, logic, and judgment. How would you move to another country? That's exactly the only options you should tolerate as a decent person. If you're willing to be an illegal alien to go there for free health care and rent and food, well, then I know what party you've been supporting your entire life. Because they can't lie to you idiots enough. They can't fail in the facts of reason and evidence of scandal. Can't be enough. You're going to beg for fascism the whole time pretending to be anti-fascist. And while you do it, the funny part is you're going to continue to call the opposition all the names that you really are.
I haven't suggested that Donald Trump is Hitler. I wouldn't say
I don't
that
think any Democrat has. I actually, and I think it's a smear that they project back on to critics.
We've got to talk about like what it means when you're running for president or you're running for one of these higher offices and you go out there and you talk about beating people up. You go out there and you say things like, I could shoot somebody in the middle of the street in New York and I could still win. We got to talk about like that. That is next level. Mm-hmm. Me disagreeing with you, me calling you, I want to be Hitler. All those things are like not necessarily saying go out and hurt somebody.
One other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled that
book's subtitle, How to Slay Erections.
Neo-Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany.
From John Kelly's words, that Donald Trump is someone who, I quote, certainly falls into the general definition of fascist.
Where one side stands for freedom while the other meets the textbook definition of fascism. Namely, a far-right dictatorial regime like Hitler's Germany or Franco's Spain or
Obamacare? Or any of the government's subsidies plans that take money from people who would never partake to give it to people who aren't qualified? This is the game. The fascists, the gangsters, all to hide the real cost. And it's not just $9 trillion in 4 years in debt. It's all the other money they blew since Barack Obama was a state senator, couldn't make his car payment in Chirac. How's Tony Resco's kid doing? Yeah, I'm sure he's a good guy.